Hello everybody and welcome to this video. In this video we are going to go through one of the greatest purchases of this year. And on this episode of I bought a car and it's exactly as expected, unlike the other YouTubers, I'm going to give you a tour around this Rover 75 and why it's so special and why I bought it and its little story behind it, because Grace here is a fantastic car that just needs a little bit of love. So we're going to go through that in this video. If you're not subscribed already, please make sure to do so. It really does help me out and you get to see more of this. More history videos, more cars and classics uncovered, and more projects like Grace and my Rover SD1. But without further delay, let's get into the real meat and potatoes of this video and have a look round Grace, my wonderful 75, which is, there's a patch of water there that I didn't notice before. But that might not be from her, it might be from someone else. So let's have a good look around this car and I'll tell you why it is so special. So this is Grace. This is Alistair's old Rover 75. Now we'll go through the outside and the inside and what makes this car so special. The first question you may be asking is a Rover 75 on a T-Reg? That's because it's a very, very early one. It's not one of the pre-launch cars, it's not one of the Tower Bridge cars, but it's something equally as special. It's one of the launch cars. Several of these cars were sent around the country in the top spec with personal line leather interior, Wedgwood blue, crown wheels, Connoisseur SE, the full package. So I'll go through these really, really unique specs with you and go around here, but I also got given this, and I'm just a brochure guy, so you can see there, that's another wonderful example of how gorgeous this car is. So we'll go through this car and what makes it so special on the outside. Wedgwood blue, arguably the second best Rover 75 colour next to white gold. And I'm only saying that because I have a white gold 75. You've got your standard mirrors, all this sort of stuff is fairly standard on the outside. I'll just put that in there. You've got, and this is before Project Drive was even a twinkle in the eye of the Phoenix 4. Everything you could want. These gorgeous badges on the flanks, which look great. Coming to the back, we lack parking sensors from the driver enhancement pack. I've been told the reason why is because they wanted them to look completely uniform on the back, even though in that little Rover 75 DVD, they were touting how amazing these parking sensors were. So you've got your standard early car separate badge from the boot plinth, and interestingly you've got your standard Rover 75 boot lock that doesn't work. I bought a car and it was exactly as expected. Makes for entertaining YouTube viewing rather than I bought a car and it exploded and I didn't know what the hell I was buying, even though I did beforehand. Again, similar on the outside here, it just looks absolutely stunning. So what we'll do is we'll move into the inside now and we'll go through why it's so special on the inside. So the inside, I mean, this is where it really does all come together. So we've got wonderful Neptune seats with the lovely Rover embossed headrests. We've got the volumetric alarm system as well, so you can see here, and we'll provide a close-up of that. I've never seen that before, other than in Glenn's wonderful T-Reg. Wood wheel is standard with the wonderful sandstone. You've got this incredible dashboard as well, which is it's just insane, the wood grain on this. This car, when you start it up, a little arm should come out and hand you a cigar, and then another arm should come out and light it. It really is a proper gentleman's club on wheels. And I know that's a bit of a trope, so apologies. Everything is blue. The carpets, they are blue. And it's just amazing. It's got every conceivable extra. One funny thing though I find is it doesn't have the driver's side cup holder. Mine does, but I've retrofitted that myself. And as you can tell by the instrument panel, it is a KV6. So I've actually had one of these before. This is the only KV6 I've actually ever paid for. A couple of years ago, I got given a free KV6 and I drove it back from Dawlish with the world's worst thermostat and about 5 litres of Dawlish tap water in the boot. That survived and ended up back, and we obviously replaced the thermostat and stuff. but this is the only one I've ever paid for. So and I wouldn't have paid for anything else. This is my dream Rover 75. It's crazy. This is the ultimate to me. The V8s had the Project Drive stuff. They're still fantastic. The pre-launch cars, questionable colours. This one though, it is the best. This is the best era of 75. Cowley built. I'll put it on the screen now. Just the attention to detail shown in this video is just incredible. I know not all of them were built like that, but let a man live in an illusion for a little bit. So that's it for the interior, and we'll have a look under the bonnet. Under the bonnet, standard affair. Because it's pre-Project Drive and pre-everything, you've got how it was intended to be. The wonderful little arm. And this time it doesn't stick. And you can see under there, the KV6. 2.5 litre, 177 horsepower, 240 pounds-foot, I think, or something like that. Pretty nippy little motor. This is black. It's all blacked out. It's all really nice. These all came as standard with it, which is fantastic. It's had loads of work done. It's had the vis motors done. It's had the timing belt done. It's had all sorts. It does need a service though, I'm told. But it's fantastic. It's even had the thermostat done. And as you've probably seen if you know 75s, it's an absolute pig to get there. You either have to take the inlet manifolds off, or you've got to do the keyhole method, which is just terrible. These pipes as well are just notorious. This is the worst part about doing any work on this car, is taking these very fragile pipes off. Looking great though. It just needs a few little bits of work, which we'll get into now. So you may be asking, what's the catch? Well, there isn't much of a catch, to be quite honest with you. Its MOT runs out today. So that's one catch. The second one is it's got some ABS issues. Essentially what happened on my drive home is, and I was all informed about this, the speedo just drops and then the ABS light and traction control light comes on. Now the ABS on this car, the ABS is notoriously iffy. I've had some problems with mine, but one of the bigger issues with these is that speed sensor on that wheel going, and then that drops the speedo. So essentially, it self-diagnosed itself by doing that to me. So that's pretty good. It just genuinely needs a spruce up and take into that next level. I mean, we could do with a machine polish on the outside. I'll do all that. There's a few trims and stuff that I've shrank over time, standard car aging stuff. I'm not the biggest fan of these mud guards, I've got to admit. Take them off. Liner guard, wax oil, under seal, all that. Please sponsor me. I really don't want to spend another 60 quid on that. All underneath, it'll need all that doing. And there's a little bit of a rattle on the exhaust. But other than that, for basically nothing, I have the best, my dream, you think about your dream cars when you're a kid, they say dream big. I dreamed this, and it's here. We're living the dream. We're living the dream. And the dream could turn into a nightmare. But thanks to Alistair, who was the previous owner, it won't, because he absolutely doted on this car. He'd owned it from 2011 onwards. He'd bought it from some people that had basically abandoned poor old Grace. And here she is. He'd saved her from oblivion. He'd had his time with her, and he's moved her on to me, who is now going to have his time and his way with her. But, you know, this video is so unstructured, right? We try to put a structure in these videos, but I'm so bloody excited about this saloon from before, well, just after I was born. I can't keep a structure because it is just so exciting. I mean, you think about it, right? I've had my gold car for about 6-7 years. And this, I love the gold car, it's fantastic, but this is the dreamy, this is the car Glenn had one of these, an old friend of mine, Glenn, who sadly passed away. He was here when he had this car, when he had a car like this, and that was the wow factor. And this is wow, I finally achieved it. Good one, mate. So we'll get in and we'll go for a little bit of a drive, and I'll tell you all about the KV6 and all that other stuff, and then we'll go from there. Main question of any car is how does it drive? Because obviously that's what a car's for. It's not for looking at. And well, I'll just do this and then do this. Very well, very well is what my response to that. This car is so sweet. It is amazing. I love it. Of all the Rover 75s I've driven, the Cowley cars are the most refined, the best built, the best everything. Everything about this car is fantastic. This has not come off yet. Nothing has fallen to pieces. It's done 100,000 miles and it's just taut and precise. You think about the German cars of the era, right? And people talked about their precision. This is precise. It's on one. It really is. I mean, it's the drive on it is so dynamic and brilliant. And you just trust it. You just trust it. Really, you really do. And I trust mine and I love it. And I think it's one of those. But I've driven the later Longbridge cars. I've owned a late Longbridge car, a 53 plate Mark 1. I've owned an early Longbridge car, a Y-Reg Mark 1. And now I'll own a early Cowley car, a Mark 1. And wow. Yeah, this is something completely different. It's a completely different kettle of fish. So buy one while you can, because these things will be, when we've all paid our mortgages off, my generation, we'll be buying these. Hell, we're buying them now, as you can see. But Grace is fantastic, and she really is the old English that you really could just love her. You just love it. It's fantastic. What a great car. So the question is what's next? What are we doing next? There really is no point in making a video and going, I've got this new car, here's this new car. What's next with it? Well, for one, on her final day of legitimate MOT, I'm going to enjoy driving her. That's the first one, which I'm already doing. And the future plans are I will strip this interior down, clean every single part of it, get every problem sorted, like this airbag light out, change that ABS sensor, polish the outside of it, make it all nice, change them mud flaps, and then we're basically done. We should be done. I'd love to have, I can't stop, I love this sound of this engine. I just love it. I know I shouldn't be doing this. She's like a cigar getting shot out of a cannon. She's just amazing. Yeah, so those are the plans basically. Spruce her up, make her nice. She's mechanically sound. It's just some electrical problems. And then see how I feel. See how I feel about her. I'd love to keep her for forever because she's just fantastic, but we'll see about that because I have my, I have my limits. And the gold car is as lovely as she is. She's getting on. I have to admit, it's one of those weird things. You kind of fight with yourself about whether or not you should continue with a car, and I can't unfortunately wrestle myself out of it because I just like that car too damn much. So that's the end of the video. I'm going to enjoy the English countryside in this old English Rover, and I'll see you in the next one. So make sure to subscribe for more of this. Like the video if you liked it, share if you want other people to see it. Thank you for watching. Keep watching, and that's a Smiley Transit with a crazy little engine. Thank you for watching. Keep watching, and remember to subscribe for more of this. And I'll see you in the next one.